Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we are going to replace the wick in a couple of JOSEPHSON and SHARPO lighters, aluminum block petrol lighters. I have this one that I've had for a while with Armor advertising on it. It's a very good lighter, and I really favored it immediately because it seems so well made, and so as a result I hadn't sold it, and then I came across these other two and I haven't been able to get either one of them to light at all yet. So that made me fuel this one up just to see if I remembered correctly, and this lighter seems to light remarkably well. So I'm going to take these other two. One of them is in a little bit better shape than the other. One of them has been used considerably more than the other, which the one that appears more used has a wick that I could not get a hold of. They both are sparking well enough, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and pull the wadding out of these and replace the wicks and see if that improves our lot. So I'm going to do these one at a time, and I'm going to do the one that's in a little bit better condition first. The only reason I am changing the wick in this one is it just flat won't light. I would say maybe 1 out of every 20 times that I struck it, it would light. So I'm probably going to be just taking this wadding out, which doesn't appear though there's much in there in the first place. Wow, what is that? No wonder, maybe that wick is... I've never seen that before. I don't know why that... Maybe that was done that way to get it down in there. I'm not familiar with that. Anyway, we're going to get a new wick in it. Get this wadding out, get new wadding in. Use the organic cotton coil that we've talked about before. If you enjoy watching videos about repairing old petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video that you're watching. Tell your friends about the channel. Hit the share button. Send that link off in a text, email, post it on social media. However it is that you communicate with folks nowadays, and let them get a look at it for themselves. You can leave any comments or questions below the video. We would also appreciate it if you would follow and like us across all the social media platforms. That'll be Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and of course eBay, Dependable Flame, or dependableflame.com. Okay, so we're going to go back in with the IMCO wire lead wick. I'm not sure. Been getting some messages. I clicked through the other day, and the link still works to click through to purchase them, but I got a couple of messages that they'd had the order canceled after they purchased them. So I may have to find another source for these wicks. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go get a little bit of alcohol and clean this out, simply because it was so resistant to lighting earlier. I want to make sure that there's no oil or film or anything around the lighting area that is going to inhibit it from lighting. So this is just the 91% isopropyl alcohol. I got that question the other day too. I used to use Everclear because I would keep it around for other purposes, not drinking purposes, but as a solvent. And anyway, so Everclear will work, but 91% or probably even the 70 or whatever percent will work as well. So that looks fairly clean. I'll make sure that I get a swab off in the inside too, and then I'm going to go blow that out real quick just to make sure that we don't have any residue of oil or anything that's going to contaminate that wick and keep things from lighting up properly. These SHARPO lighters really do appear to be very well made, very well put together, a very well executed design of a lighter. I'll be right back. So now that we've got that cleaned out, take our wick and feed it down through that chimney. And there's really nothing to it. You know, I get questions about wicking lighters all the time. With these wicks, it is easy. You can see that really didn't even need the wire. So anyway, we'll get this in place, get our cotton stuffed back in there, make sure we don't lose the wick there. Go ahead and cut our wick. And we'll go ahead and feed this down in there, taking a little bit of wick as we go. So that hopefully it is fairly evenly dispersed down through the body of the lighter. Well, that is white with that light there. So that is going to be every bit as tight or tighter than it was before. So we'll make sure and get all this packed in there good and solid. Go ahead and trim that up a little bit. And take a couple of directions, it looks like, because it's such a sharp angle to get in there. And my scissors aren't quite sharp enough to do it themselves. Okay. Go ahead and fuel this up. Make sure to get over to eBay and check out the dependableflame.com store. Every purchase that you make there will benefit HDSA, Huntington's Disease Society of America, with at least 10% going to the charity. My fuel is almost empty here. We also have 3 penny start auctions each month, where 100% of those auctions go to HDSA. So they start at a penny, free shipping. They run for 10 days. Looks like that lighter still has gasket on there. Those run for 10 days. When one of them ends, the next one usually begins within a day or so. High bidder gets the lighter, the charity gets all the money, and everybody's happy. Go ahead and change the wick in this other one. This is really some sorry feeling wadding. Definitely old and sort of stale feeling. You know, I'm trying not to scar up those threads, and they go down and they're way deeper than you're going to need them to, but it's still something to be very careful of when you do that. Nothing else other than the aesthetics of it. Now this lighter has a red dyed looking wick in it, where the other one had a black looking, so I'm not sure what that's about, but we're gonna jettison it all anyway. And there we are, empty. So we're gonna go ahead and clean this one just like we did the other one real quick. Just a little bit of alcohol to make sure that no oil or other film is going to cause us any problems here. So I'm going to go blow that out real quick. Well, that took a long time for that compressor to catch up. Alright, so now we're going to fuel this last one, or the second one I should say. As you can see, there's not much to re-wicking these aluminum block Petrol lighters, or these Josephson and Aronson. I think I said Josephson and Aronson earlier, and it should be Josephson and Sharp. Anyway, these Josephson and SHARPO lighters are pretty simple and not much to them, as you can see. Until next time.